What's up, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Bricks and Toys. And in today's episode, I have something super special I want to share with you guys. It is the new poly bag of the Millennium Falcon. Yes, you heard that right. Our 2025 poly bag is going to be a Millennium Falcon. Let's build... No, you know what? I'm actually kidding. But seriously, though, we actually did, and this kind of went under the radar for this year, get a poly bag, set number 30708, of a Millennium Falcon. So if you guys like the $5 poly bags, well, you can add this one to your collection because it is out now. I just picked it up last night, and I'm super excited about it. But what you guys actually came for is to talk about the new Tyrannosaurus T-Rex fossil giant dinosaur thing. I am super stoked about this set. Unfortunately, I am super stoked, but I don't know if I want to buy it to the point of having to find a place for it. There's certain sets that you kind of have to find a place for it, whether you like it or not. And then there's some sets that you really like, but you won't buy them because, well, you can't. And unfortunately, the T-Rex is one of those sets. I really like it, but I just don't have the place. And because I don't have the place that I want to force to put it, it's going to slip. But that's not going to stop me from giving you guys a Bricks and Toys scope of the set. I'm going to go over some pictures. I'm going to go over something that a fellow YouTuber, credit to Tiago, found about the set that I want to share with you guys. I did not spend more than 15 minutes researching this set before clicking on the camera and making this video because as you guys know, if you're long-term supporters of the channel, we do not necessarily think too much before we speak on the channel. I want to be as upfront and as in the moment as you guys would be if you guys are going through this with yourselves. So, without further ado, let's hop over into my computer and let's talk about this incredible set coming March 15th. Okay, so first off, let's just go right into it. Dinosaur Fossils Tyrannosaurus Rex. $249.99 coming March 15th, 2025. This is the set we are talking about today. This is going to be an 18 and older set with 3,145 pieces. It's going to be set number 76968 and come with 2 minifigures. Dimensions so far just says 13 inches. But I believe if we can look someplace else, we might find that this thing is like 2 feet long. I don't know. It is huge. So let's start off by just going over the pictures alone, what I think about the pictures on a standstill, and then we will go on and check out some other little things. First thing, though, before I get into pictures, I do want to just show you guys, this is what a T-Rex skeleton looks like, right here. And this is in a museum somewhere, just random Google image search. Look at the bone structure coming down here to kind of hold its front little claws, the leg structure, the base that it's sitting on, how many poles it takes to hold up. These are all little crucial things that we're going to kind of touch back into. The way that the tail scales down, the rib cage, how few bones there actually are in this rib cage, the skull. So now that we're done actually soaking in an actual T-Rex, now let's go back and talk about this T-Rex. The first thing I want to talk about is this skull. One of the first things that you guys may be asking yourselves, how close is the skull of this new set to the one we got from last year? And here is the one from last year. From what research says, certain color differences have been made, but the bottom jaw has the biggest amount of difference. Take note in all the little slopes down here, and then come back. Now we got more plating. The slopes are up here now. Overall, it looks pretty much the same on the top. Just like I said, slight color differences from research's sake. And then down here, we can see like the front part that puts the front chin together on that lower is like a one hinge element. We could come over here. We can see that it has 2 over here. The teeth look pretty much the same. 4 little, 3 bigger. Let's see on this one. 4 little, 3 bigger. Then we got the ones in the front. So overall, it does seem like if you did buy this set from last year, you might be able to just take its whole head and just shove it right onto, well, this guy. So I did want to go over the head. Now, coming down the head of this, we have this really cool hinge design. This hinge design is meant to go left and right in a rotational clockwise or counterclockwise fashion, or up and down. It's, from research sake, it looks to be really strong, really sturdy. And you know, that would be one really cool thing that I would really love to demonstrate with you guys if I actually had a physical copy of the set. Now, let's kind of go back here and let's just take a look at the set as a whole. We have a plaque that seems to be printed. We have a lot of that amberness right there because in this set there's going to be little geodes with that amber color. There's a mosquito, I think, hiding right behind this panel down here. There is a little hidden T-Rex little Easter egg. Speaking of Easter eggs, when you do get building the set, somewhere in the core of the set, this is where I give thank you to Tiago for pointing this out in his video, you literally have a frog driving the set. I don't know if this is a nod to the robotic T-Rex that was in the actual Jurassic Park movie, as this set is tied in with Jurassic Park, but I think it's kind of cool that, well, a frog is driving the bus. Now that we're all done with that, now let's continue to look at all of the rib cage. Now, from what I showed you earlier, there seems to be not as many ribs in a actual T-Rex, but I think this rib design is actually perfect because you kind of want to fill in those spaces. You don't want them to look so dreary and, you know, dense and not with a lot of bones. You want this thing to look as much like a T-Rex that's a skeleton as possible, and you can definitely see that being done here. Maybe a little bit more spacing up here on the neck portion, but you know what? Overall, they nailed it right here, in my opinion. Now, coming down, talking about where the little claws go up in the front, this whole apparatus, zoom in here, does look a little bit odd. But this is how it was done. We just saw the picture of the actual T-Rex, and I think they did okay with trying to make it work. There's not a lot you can do because you got to get those claws in, because that's the most notable feature of a T-Rex. Coming on down, we see a lot of plating, and then we get the nice heavy-duty structure of those legs that come on down right there. Not quite sure what this center part of it is. Maybe it's just like a little tailbone piece right there, where his guts would be in here, his poop chute would go through here maybe. Not exactly sure. Now, let's look at the way that this is actually put together on the stand. We have just two very strong, looks like 2x2 with plating supports right through here. 1, 2. But it's not on like a museum type thing. It's done with like rocks and stuff, and you can see greenery in all those rocks right there. So it's kind of supposed to make you think that maybe it's like outdoors but indoors, where most of the time when you see these skeletons, you're going to see them kind of like on a base like we did on the other one. Turns out when you zoom in, this is not amber. This looks to be some like dirt with a leaf element or weed element right there, or ivy actually. And you're supposed to put your two minifigures right there. And these are of the two main characters of Jurassic Park. I forgot their names, but they're not the one that is Jeff Goldblum or the kids. There are the other two. Coming down, looking at the tail, we're going to see the next thing that's kind of like odd with this set is the tail does not gradually slope down. Let's see if we can get a better look at that tail. Let's go. There we go. Boom. Look at this guy. He is enjoying his life just like I would be with this set. Anyway, this is higher than this, and this is higher than this. So the tail literally comes down and flattens out, but dips low, picks back up right here. I think something should have done a little bit more in the way of gradually sloping and slimming this tail down to the point. But you know what? That's just a little tiny gripe. I think what they did on the side of it looks fantastic and really clean. There we can get a look at the two minifigures. We'll touch more on who they are towards the end of the review. There we get a look at the plaque. Let's see what other pictures bring of the set. There we got a look at the head. Boom. There's our plaque right there. Name meaning, the Tyrant Lizard King, 5.2 meters, 13.5 meters, 8.5 tons. It was a carnivore from Isla Nublar, late Cretaceous, and specimen number. So that's what you get on your specifications plaque. Now, I did forget to mention, you can take this plaque off from the actual stand, as you see here, and have it off to the side with your minifigures. And then there are little extra plates to kind of fill in that stud space that the plaque sticks to, so the plaque can be on or off of the set. There's our minifigures. We got front leg print, we got torso print, arm print, really nice detail. Over here we just got torso print right there. Both of these minifigures have dual faces. Oh, and there's that little hidden fossilized T-Rex skull right there. And then you can kind of get a look at those amber geodes that's throughout the set. There we got a look at the head. There we get an up close of that front bone structure that holds the little claws. Poor T-Rexes could not clap their hands, unfortunately. There's a look at the set all together. And are we going to get any other Easter eggs? Boom. Okay, we got the back of the box right here. Let's see if we can zoom in. 41.5 inches from nose to tail. Wow. That is that's over 2 feet. That's like 3 feet. Wow. That is crazy. And that's our last picture. Taking one last look at the minifigures, their names are going to be the characters of Ellie and Alan. So just in case you guys were wondering, there that little ivy element is right there, showing how they're digging up a fossil. With that, I don't have much more to say, so let's just check out this little rotisserie of it. And there you have it. So that is about as in-depth as we're going to be able to get with this set, is just going over pictures. I don't find really anything wrong with the set other than the tail. The tail issue was pointed out by Tiago when I watched his review video in preparation to make this one for you guys. And once he pointed that out to me, it's something that cannot be overlooked. It is blatantly obvious that it's, needs to be tapered better. So anyway, guys, 250 US, 3,145 pieces. I think price to piece ratio is really good. I think anytime you can get within $200 to $300 for a 3,000-ish piece set is really good, because this set's going to take some time. I mean, of course you can rush through it, but would you really want to? Or would you want to try to build this like one of those really cool, like nerdy models of taking your time, putting all the pieces together? That's what I would want to do. And if that experience costed me only $250, there's absolutely no complaints with that. And with that assessment, I say I do recommend this set, especially if you just bought a ton of Lego on the first like I did, and you're sitting there with maybe $50 worth of points as a result. Hey, that takes $50 off the price of this set now, and it makes it easier for you to afford. So I do recommend it. I do think it's going to be incredible. I do think it's going to be one you're going to want to take your time with, because it seems so intricate and so many small little pieces that to do it all at once is going to kind of drive you crazy, unless, like I said, that is your thing. Other than that, guys, I want to say thank you for watching this non-physical review video. I really hope that I shared a few important things with you all about this set from my perspective. If you guys liked the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. We have physical reviews coming up right after this one. Well, maybe I'm going to do one more after this. We'll see. Because I still got to talk about the Van Gogh Sunflowers with you guys, which is another set I did not buy, but I still want to share things with that set with you guys. So anyway, hit the subscribe button to follow along with everything that we got going on. Share the video with your friends. Hit the thumbs up, the like button. That would be incredible. Thank you so much for watching. And one last thing that I wanted to touch in on. Thank you so much for watching our store haul video on March 1st. That has been our most successful video since our January 1st store haul video. So I want to say thank you for watching that video. And I want to say welcome to all of you new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. And I hope I can continue to keep you all entertained with Lego physically and, well, digitally. Y'all have a good one.